So this is my electric standing desk. It's an adjustable desk which you can higher or lower depending whether you want to sit and work at your desk or whether you want to stand up. Now this is the Fezibo model which I purchased from Amazon. I've had it around a year now, and yeah, I mean, disclaimer, I absolutely love it. There is one thing that I wish it had differently, or something I wish they'd have thought about and included with this desk, which I'll tell you in just a moment. But first of all, let me give you a basic rundown of the desk. So let's have a look at the actual length and measurements of the desk. So it's 47 inches long and it is 24 inches wide. Now you can see here it has a shelf where it has two removable leather trays. You can see it there. They come flat pack and you just basically spring them open and they form this nice little box. And you can use these desks or you can have this space empty. It's entirely up to you. You have one either side on the desk. And then we have a space here that's empty with a hole in the back, so you could put your laptop with your wires going down and through. And underneath is where all the cables are. Now there is a cable tidy under there, which is pretty good and it's handy, keeps all your cables pretty tidy. Do wish that was slightly bigger, but it does capture enough cables for me. This little shelf part here is 4 inches high and it runs the complete length of the desk. Now the most important thing is this shelf width. You can see here with my Apple computer here that it has a big wide base, so I needed to make sure the depth is good enough. So on here, the depth of the shelf is 11 inches, and then you have your workspace here, which is 14 inches. So that's the total measurements of the desk. Now to operate it, it's very simple. Your control panel here has 4 preset buttons. You basically press one to activate it, it lights up. And then you can manually press the button and the desk will rise. And hopefully you can pick that sound up. It's not very noisy at all. It's a lovely smooth motion. And again, press that button to lower it. Or you can actually preset it. So if I stand up now, I'll show you some of the presets. So to give you an idea of the height, I'm 5'7", and you can see at its fullest height, that's the perfect working height for me. If I just measure that for you, the overall height at its highest is 42 inches high. Now it only takes a matter of seconds to raise it to that level or indeed to drop it. And like I say, with these buttons, you can actually preset it. So you can get your height exactly how you want it. Let's say you want it a little bit lower down. If you're then happy with that, to store that setting for next time, you just simply press one of the buttons and keep it held for 2 or 3 seconds. It will flash to indicate you've preset that height. So if I demonstrate that, number 4 is my highest setting. So I'll press that, and it raises to the full working height for me. If I want to lower it to my perfect seating position, I just press number 1. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds, and it's at the lowest seating point for me. Again, yeah, absolutely love it. Assembly wise, it took me around 35 to 40 minutes to assemble. The parts are pretty easy to assemble, but it has got a few heavy parts. So the legs are actually quite heavy. So it will take 2 of you to safely assemble this. Anybody can do it. You don't need very many tools at all, but it definitely, I would advise you to have 2 people assembling it. Trying to do it on your own, it's just too fiddly to do that. So definitely get some help when you assemble it. There's also some hooks that come with it that go on the side where you can hang your headphones or something like that. They're quite handy to have at the side. So let me tell you the things that I don't like about it. This top shelf is absolutely fantastic, but I wish you could lift that off. I wish it wasn't screwed in or mounted, because the design and the style of the desk remains as it is. I would like to be able to use the flat surface of the desk. I do some product filming. I would like a nice flat surface to actually film from. So with previous desks, I've been able to lift this shelf off and have a flat desk. And then when I wanted the shelf back, just lift it back in place. But this is permanently fixed, so I can't remove that. When I did receive it as well, this main piece of wood here actually comes in two parts. I expected one big piece of wood, which I always think looks a little bit nicer than having two pieces. This is made up of two boards that run side by side. It is very strong. I do often sit with my legs up on the desk, and I did think the two pieces might break, but they are really well supported by the legs. They're solid metal legs, and the construction of it is really good. So it is absolutely solid. There's no need to worry about that. The weight of what you could put on here is pretty substantial. I've got a very heavy salt lamp, got my screen, got my iPad, and like I say, I often sit when I'm in my chair with my feet on here. Probably shouldn't, but I do, and it doesn't bend or give way at all. The overall actual wood is really, really good. Hopefully I can zoom in there and you can see this wood has taken a little bit of abuse from my elbows, scratching it, the salt lamp, moving the keyboard around, and there's not a mark on it. So it is quite tough and resilient. I literally cannot see a scratch anywhere on this desk, which is really good for after a year's worth of use. So yeah, that's my Fezibo adjustable height standing desk, which I purchased from Amazon, which I really love. I hope this review's helped you out.